Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is August 29th, 2020, and this is the Flight Sim News. So our good friend of the channel, Ian Christie, has posted yet another video a few days ago, and Haiphong Harbour is the mission, and it's the Iron Hand mission now available. And these missions he creates are available for download as well, so you can try them out for yourself. I've been meaning to jump in and give these a shot and cover them on the channel. I just haven't had the time yet between work and some of the other things I've been doing to keep up the content here. But I definitely will be looking at these in the near future and highlighting them for you guys, because he puts a lot of time and effort into these, and all of the videos are really fun. And he and I kind of share our views on what we think of simulations, and they're very similar. You know, like me, he just likes to get in there, jump in there, and have some fun, you know. And he does a real good job of that, definitely in these videos.
Haiphong Harbour mission number 4, the Iron Hand mission. This mission was the topic of its own video a while back, so I won't say too much about it other than to say it's a pretty simple mission. We're picking it up partway through. In the mission you get a chance to take down a SAM site using Shrike missiles, and then assuming that you get the radar.
Now this is interesting. I didn't even know I could use Shrike missiles on the Skyhawk.
The real fun begins when you try to go and take out the launchers with your own Zuni rockets.
As always, it's another quality video presented by Ian, and I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you should definitely check it out for yourself. It's great fun. Alright, last week was the new open beta update, and I don't believe I included the list, so I'm throwing it in this Flight Sim News just to cover the changelog if you really wanted to look and see everything that was changed, updated, added, tweaked, what have you. It's all going to be right here for you. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. Here's something I found that I thought was really interesting. It's just an image, and I think I found this on the /aviation Reddit. And it's really nice because it gives you a really good look at what the different sizes are of the various helicopters, or various military helicopters that we all know and love. So you get an idea of how big a Super Cobra is, an AH-1G Cobra, the Kiowa Warrior, how that is in comparison. You've got a KA-50 over here. You've got an what is that, 26 or 28? No, that's a 26. Mi-26 Halo. There's your Mi-24 Hind. That thing is massive. Holy cow. So it's pretty cool, and it gives you a really good idea of how big there's the Mi-8. So if you thought the Mi-8 was big, look at the what is this, Mi-6 Hook Beast. Yak-24 Horse. The Chinook is even bigger than the Mi-8. It's really neat to be able to see these, you know, side-by-side comparison like this, and I thought it would be something that you guys would enjoy, so I will throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. Alrighty, the other day Wags threw up a update, and this is Dear DCS Pilots. It's the Viper mini update, basically. Primary development items for the Viper remain the Maverick and the Harm and the HAS mode. These were introduced into our internal builds today, and they will be subject to testing over the next several days. Initial tests are good, but there are several items still to resolve. We are shooting, not a promise, to release both weapons for the Viper in a September update. However, as always, it will highly depend on testing and how long it takes to resolve issues discovered in testing. We understand how eager many of you are for the two systems, and we apologize it has taken longer than expected due to several reasons. However, We are getting there, and we thank you for your patience. In addition, these two new systems, we are continuing to investigate and make needed changes to the Viper targeting pod, flight model, FLCS, HMCS, and data link where needed. And there are two images here that you can check out. I will throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. Alrighty, so the DCS World Weekend News Update has dropped. And one of the things they talk about in here is, of course, the substantial update to the open beta, which I had just covered. And it also says, in order to raise awareness of mental health issues, a 24-hour charity stream will be live with XRAF fighter controller instructor Tactical Pascal. I've posted a lot of Tactical Pascal's videos in my news feeds here, and I did not know he was actually an XRAF fighter controller instructor. That makes sense because his videos are fantastic. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you should go check out his page because all of his videos are fantastic. Very good stuff. And then they have a screenshot here of a Hornet as they talk about the open beta. But the big news for the day is Open Beta 2.5.6, the cloud system. Improvements to the DCS World Core have been made, and a shader compilation error that occurred when using high-resolution displays has been fixed. And it goes on to talk about new single missions for Syria are included, for the Warthog, the MI8, and the Flanker. And we had already talked about this. So where do they talk about the clouds? They just show us the picture right here. That's weird. And then they go on to talk about the Tomcat stuff. Okay, so technically speaking, they don't really talk about the addition of the clouds that they're working on. They just throw an image in the middle that links over here. Interesting. But the biggest news is the clouds, and this is the new cloud system that they're working on. Fair enough. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. Alright, 9 hours from now, Team Fusion Simulations will be having a live stream, and it's going to be, what is it, BF-110 Fighter Bombers in Action. So if you want in on the live stream, or if you want to join in on the fun, I'll throw a link to this in the video description, and you can check it out for yourself. Paddle is also one of the guys that from Team Fusion that I had recently interviewed. I believe that is Peter Jenkins. And I have an upcoming interview with two of the guys from Team Fusion Simulations here. I just haven't finished editing it and adding the video and screenshots to it to make it look entertaining. But it is about an hour and a half long interview with Team Fusion Simulations on the topic of the work they've done on Cliffs of Dover Blitz, and the majority of it is on Desert Wings Tobruk. And it's a really good, awesome interview, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. And that should be going live within a few days. I'm going to work on that this morning when I'm done with the news here, putting that together. But it was great fun, and they're a great bunch of guys, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Alrighty, next up, Flying Iron Simulations. I believe these are the guys that are doing the A7 for DCS World. They have just released the P38L Lightning for XP11. I'm not too into the X-Plane scene, but man, if they put this out for the New Flight Simulator, I might be interested in this, because I do have the New Flight Simulator through the Game Pass at the moment, and I would really like to see something like this in the New Flight Simulator. But it looks really, really good. They also have a P37N for X-Plane as well that appears to be on sale for $39.95 Australian. I am not sure what... Oh, no, and a Spitfire too. I'm not sure what the conversion is between Australian and US dollars, but I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. Alright, last up is some really good news for me at least, and you guys really more than anything for the viewers, because Stephan Grey, who is the owner and founder of the Fighter Collection, who also owns Eagle Dynamics, reached out to me out of the blue and said, hey, I think I see that you're interested in doing an interview with somebody at Eagle Dynamics, and I wanted to make myself available. And I was like, wow, that's awesome news. So I am going to be putting an interview together really soon here with him. So I'm going to reach out to you guys, the viewers, and to if you have any questions that you would like asked. I'm not going to sit here and promise you that I can ask every single one of them, but if you want to leave a comment in the comments section of this news video, I will do my best to try to include it within the interview. Some of the questions you may ask may be the ones that I'm going to ask as well anyway, so please don't feel offended if I don't include your question, because you can't possibly include them all. And Stephen's a very busy guy there, and he has a very tight schedule, and I really appreciate that he reached out to me and the channel and appreciates the work that I'm doing here to cover DCS world from Eagle Dynamics and everything that they do the way that I do, because I have a passion for flight sims, just like he has a passion for vintage aircraft and air combat in general, clearly, or he wouldn't own the Fighter Collection in Eagle Dynamics. So I think this is just a fantastic opportunity for the channel and all of you viewers. So I would really appreciate if you have any questions that you would like me to ask Stephen, then please get them included in the video description as soon as possible. And again, I can't sit here and tell you that I can include them all, but I will do my best to try to have them answered. So that's it for the Flight Sim News for today, guys. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time, guys.